Hey everybody, here again, another one. Today we're gonna check out the worst fictional places to live by Wordle. So I guess we'll find out who
Okay,
this Wordle is.
off the
Huh?
rip. Gotham!
Mm-hmm.
Where does Peter Griffin live?
Regular show. Who?
Where does Peter Griffin live?
Quahog.
Quahog!
You're the Family Guy king. How the heck did you forget that?
It was kind of like...
You live closer to Rhode Island than I do. Don't you live in Rhode Island?
I live in Maryland, you jerk.
It's close enough.
The worst fictional places to live. Today, I got a list of fictional places I would not want to live. And
right,
the
talk
list
to me. Oh,
goes
Bikini
from,
Bottom,
man,
no.
You know, I'd be all right with living there, but it's not the best place to live, to absolute garbage. I would never want to live here. I don't even think I would survive. Now, starting off, we got Bikini Bottom. Now, this is the best one out of the entire list. It's really not that bad. The only issue I have with it is that shit just explodes randomly. It could be right at the beginning of the episode,
but you got
just out of nowhere. Some
Also,
shit just randomly blows up. Like, I'm not trying to worry that one day my house could just be in a million different pieces.
Problem, like they should,
and also,
like,
I'd
obviously you'll need to
wear a helmet too. That would suck. It doesn't
I mean,
help that
Sandy
the
makes it
citizens
work.
of Bikini Bottom, like the fish that are just side characters,
they're all just a-holes.
the fish in SpongeBob are the biggest haters. Like more of a hater than me. Like, how do you get to that level?
They'll do a drive-by just to hate you.
Fish treated Sandy like she was subhuman. Like, I'll just be casually shopping at the grocery store and they will dead ass treat me like I'm subhuman. Like, I don't know what's good with these damn fish, but a lot of them are just annoying. In that one episode, he threw the comedy show at the Krusty Krab, and they were telling him that he sucked and he was a terrible comedian until he started making fun of squirrels. Like, what does this town have against squirrels? I just don't understand. And after SpongeBob's comedy show, it just had a lasting effect. So many of these fish were just making fun of Sandy for doing nothing. I don't know what's good with these fish being dick riders, bro. This shit's insane. Imagine just minding your own business, and then this humanoid-ass fish just roasts you out of nowhere. But yeah, besides the things I listed, yeah, it doesn't really seem too bad. Now we got Dimsdale and Fairly Odd Parents. Imagine living in the same town as a kid that could just grant any wish at any...
Yeah, but think about it. He just resets the world every time he does it. So it's like,
no one remembers, so the biggest problem is Vicky.
Yeah, and if you're not a kid, you're safe. The only thing she'll try to do is gaslight into your pockets, and even then, like, it's babysitting fees. It's not that deep. But, like, yeah, Dimsdale, like, yeah, Timmy does some crazy stuff, but, like, he always resets everything after each mistake he does. So it's like, it shouldn't really affect you that much. And most of the wishes he makes mostly affects him as a person in his life. So, like, you know what I mean?
Anytime. Some shit's bound to go down. That's why I feel like it's a little worse than Bikini Bottom. And if I was just a regular-ass citizen, no wishes, I'm definitely not going to want to live there. And if I was neighbors with Timmy, it's even worse because Timmy's dad is always going to be on my ass. This dude has an ongoing rivalry with Dinkelberg. That shit's just never
He deserves it,
He's
though.
always mad at Dinkelberg
Let's be so for real.
Now, I don't know what was up with Timmy, but some of his wishes, they weren't even just dangerous. They were just dumb. Like, why would you even wish for that? One episode, he wished for everybody and everything to look the same, and everyone just turned into gray blobs, and the entire world was gray. Like, who the hell would remember that wish? Definitely not me, bro. Like, you know that saying, great power comes with great responsibility, whatever the hell that is. Timmy's really got to understand that, because even Cosmo and Wanda themselves know, like, this is a terrible idea. But I don't know why they still go through with it anyway. Like, they're supposed to be his fairy godparents.
They're contractually obligated for the most part.
Like, they should tell him, like, look,
she tried to shoot him. She actively tried to air. She tried to air this man out.
After all, like, they should be helped.
She tried to air this boy out, bro. That's how that. Why is she trying to kill him? She needs him to be alive for the money. There's no reason why she should be doing this.
Like, they should tell him, like, look, this is a stupid ass idea. Why would you turn everybody and everything the same? And then once
wait, pause. I have to explain. Basically, the premise is he was being bullied by a bunch of like the snooty dentist and his kid for having the perfect tooth, and they were like, "I wish everyone was equal." They went, he went back, and it's like, we're the same. Like, no, we're the purest gray.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't seen Fairly Odd Parents in a long time. My memory's not that good.
No. It came down, and he realized, oh, I can change what people look like, but I can't change the way they're assholes.
Wow. Also, yeah, this right here with the freaking dog and him swapping. I think I remember this. episodes. Like it was how I learned that dogs were colorblind. I think that's how I remember this episode.
Dog. I don't know why he thought this was a good idea. And apparently the next day, her
most of the
dog
wishes
was
just seem like stuff you want to do for real.
Fixed. Okay, that's gotta be in at least the top 3 worst wishes he ever made. Then we get the Pokemon world. Now again, at first this one seems kind of cool because you get to catch your own Pokemon. You're gonna have your own squadron of like absolute units, like a level 100
cool.
Charizard. But yeah, if you look at the bigger picture,
I wonder who would ever want to live in the Pokemon world.
What happens in the Pokemon? I thought if you were a human, you'd be fine.
Yeah, who would ever want to live in the Pokemon world? So strange, so strange.
Wow, you can't tell, but his thing's a Snorlax on his
Yes.
Yeah, but why's the Pokemon world? But don't they give y'all free healthcare?
No,
you get free healthcare in their world.
Literally, I'm only going to the Pokemon world for one reason. I'm cuddling with the Snorlaxes. They're adorable and they look fluffy.
It just seems scary as hell. Like, living in a world with all these magical creatures that could just wipe you out in an instant. And obviously, I would have to have a full team, bro. I cannot play the game how I did when I was like 7 years old. I had a level 100 Samurai, and that was it. Like, I deadass only used my starter Pokemon. Like, that's not gonna slide, bro. That would not be enough to protect me. And plus, training up your Pokemon is just boring as hell. Like, imagine you gotta sit through that all day. I'm not doing that. And not only that, even literally just, like, fighting a legendary Pokemon or something would be scary as hell. Imagine getting hit by a Zekrom's Thunderbolt. Yeah, bro, you're not surviving that shit, bro. Fair. Pokemon Center will not do. And sometimes legendaries like Suicune will just spawn in on you out of nowhere. And if all I got is like a level 1 Bidoof, I'm cooked. There's no way Bidoof would be putting in any work in that scenario. And also, no matter where I walk, if I'm just trying to like explore and see what's really out there, I'm gonna walk into the woods or something and run into like 50 NPC trainers that just want to battle. Like, it doesn't even matter like how many
Actually, yeah, that is fair. You will find people in your world that canonically just want to come to run the fade. It's like those freaking things in Zelda where if it touches you, you have to get into a freaking RPG battle or something. Not Zelda. It's like those old, you know what I'm talking about? Like if something bites you in the world that you're in, now you have to be into a fate that you didn't ask for.
Try to avoid them or go around them, they'll always see me. Like, it's like seeing one of those people that are just an unavoidable cutscene. You just can't get rid of them. Next, we got Luigi's Mansion. Now, recently, I've been replaying Luigi's Mansion.
Okay, but if you don't go into the mansion, you're good, though.
Okay, and that's what inspired this video. I was like, what if I lived in Luigi's Mansion? Like, I don't care
Why would
what
you think about that?
says. I'm not doing it. I'm not going in there and becoming the reincarnation of the Ghostbuster. But I mean, if my brother was trapped in a painting, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to sack up and do it. I feel like I don't got a choice at this point. But in the case of the game, like, you know, this sounds very fun, right? But in the case of this video, yeah, fuck all that. And I'm somebody who, if was faced with any paranormal activity, I would definitely be shitting my pants, bro. That has got to be one of my worst fears, bro. Anything paranormal, not really for me. And it's always dark in there, so you don't really know what is lurking in that dark.
Dang!
And in the second game, in Dark Moon, bro, you're going in like some random ass old abandoned clock tower. Like, yeah, that shit just creeps me out, bro. If like I was scared by those phase rug Ouija board videos as a kid, this shit is not it.
I'm sorry.
Similarly, the next one we got Crystal
You can't
Cove.
pay me enough.
No,
Scooby-Doo universe.
What was that?
Crystal Cove. The thing is,
yeah, isn't that like classic Scooby-Doo place?
Basically, it's where all the it's where the monster and the evil. If you haven't seen Mr. Incorporated, you might want to shut your ears right now. It's where there was an evil like demon underneath it, and a bunch of like evil like pretenders like destroying businesses and robbing people. And it's like, no.
Okay, if also Mr. Incorporated, weren't there like canonically monsters that were like real monsters in their world?
Yes, there was an actual living demon, an ancient entity in underground.
Yeah, like I remember that about Mr. Incorporated, because like, yeah, sometimes like they were people in costumes, but like there were really times where it was like, no, these are real monsters doing that. And honestly, I kind of like that change to it in comparison to like the old OG Scooby-Doo, because it's like now there's like actual stakes than just people with like some Mysterio type technology or some Halloween costume or something, because it makes it so much like cool. Granted, and then there's still people too, and they don't have guns, so it's like, what can you do?
Well,
the next one we.
Well, you don't need a gun. All you need is an enchanted sword.
They have that in the show?
No, but seriously, You're not working out. Okay.
Let's just keep
Crystal
going.
Cove.
Yeah.
You can keep trying if you want,
Now,
but I'm
in
just
the
gonna keep going.
Scooby-Doo universe, Crystal Cove is the scariest town ever, and that's where all the shit goes down. So the mystery gang is always pulling up to Crystal Cove, and there's just always a bunch of weird and
Crystal Cove
mysterious
was like the
shit
universal
going on there,
Scooby-Doo
and they want to
location.
get
That's
to
all
the
I
bottom
know.
of it because nobody else is. But even just being in the vicinity of this town will just creep me the hell out. But hey, if you're like the mystery gang and you like that kind of stuff, bro, be my guest. But I'm staying as far away from that
Freaking white
town
people,
as
bro.
possible. That's all you, bro. But at the end of most episodes, it ends up just being somebody in the costume, and then they give some lame-ass backstory as to why they did it. Like, all right, bro, we don't gotta hear the excuses. But the mystery gang, they're not even getting paid to do it. They just do it for the love of the game, bro, which is kind of crazy in my opinion. Like, if I was doing something like that, I would
I remember in the freaking like Scoob movie that came out like 5 years ago, they were literally like, we need to get investors to actually do this job because we're adults that need to pay the bills. Like that was like such a funny thing to bring up in that movie because it's like, yeah, we never talked about why these dudes are really doing it.
definitely want some compensation for it.
Also,
now we
how
got
old
the
are they, like,
park from
canonically?
regular show.
No,
Now,
no. I would rather die. I'm not going there. I can't. You know what sucks? You know what sucks about the regular show world is the fact that that's worldwide. In their world, the whole world is like this. It's not just there. I don't know if you know what Close Enough is. It's basically like a regular show, like
Yeah.
spin-off show. Yeah, that shows you that the world itself is built weird. Literally being in the regular show world is you gotta almost face a demon almost every day of the week. In the park is that much worse because you have Mordecai and Rigby as its main host or like its main
No,
like
no. And also, Benson just wants his employees to do a simple jobs, and they still refuse and do whatever they want.
And you got every single villain from every single fictional world possible. Imagine fighting every video game boss you ever beaten in your life.
Oh yeah, I'm screwed.
Yes. What video games have you played? Like, just name a few.
Let's not forget that the embodiment of good and the embodiment of evil
Flashed right there and then.
And also, let's also not forget that the giant zombie Karen or whatever. This world is not safe, regardless.
And let's not also forget, day one of Mordecai Rigby showing up, Robbie Scissors caused a black hole to show up in space and almost eat us all alive. I'm not doing it.
Looking at the park would be an absolute fever dream, bro, because the plot of every episode turns so fast, it's unreal. Like, the start of the episode could be like, I don't know, them trying to go to Cheezer's, get a grilled cheese, and then it ends with them pretending to be astronauts and almost blowing up the entire universe. Like, at this point, that's gotta be the average regular show episode. Like, the weirdest plot of a regular show episode I've ever heard was a horse from another planet had to take a U.S. history test and pass, or else the entire world was gonna get destroyed. Like,
I remember that.
I
never saw that episode
for not doing their job, because what the hell is happening in the show, bro? Like, it's anything but doing work, and even the smallest things can go wrong. Like, a game of punchies, a prank war can destroy the whole park, and at one point the park became a science experiment, and there was a huge ass dome over it. Now, out of all the Gen Z cartoons, regular show is definitely my favorite. Like, the amount of times I rewatched it is crazy, and that's why I love it, bro, because it's just so random. Something absolutely insane is going down in every single episode. And don't get me wrong, bro, the house is fire, but you're just risking your life if you just stay there for even one night, because tomorrow there could be a dome over the park and now you're stuck there for 30 days. Gotham City. Doesn't matter how much.
He had to say it. He had to say it. The property value in this town is non-existent. There's no way you willingly live in Gotham. You go outside and get jumped.
No, there's houses like saying, 10K, we'll pay you. Just take this house.
Times Batman is there to save the day. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't even think I have to explain why living near the Joker is a terrible idea. Like, what brings people into Gotham City? I just don't get it. Like, why do people even choose
Let's not
to
forget,
live
Joker
there?
peeled off a dude's skin and made him strip on a pole
Penguin,
once.
The Riddler, Scarecrow, like, it's just over. But yeah, we just gotta talk about what the hell is the Penguin? That is a shitty name for a villain.
I still wouldn't test him.
Not menacing at all. And sure, Batman Batman would be there to stop them, but what if Batman fails? I'm sure it's happened before. Like, I'd rather not be surrounded by a lot of crime and fighting and shit like that, bro. That's like living right on O Block and wondering why it was a bad idea. But yeah, you get the point. Anyways, we got the Squid Games universe next. Now, I know I just made a whole video on Squid.
Not really. It's your fault you ended up in this world. Honestly, Squid Game's world is just our world, but like in the dark, for real.
No. It's just like saying, if you need money, don't ask a guy who's like, do you want to play a game?
Like, it's literally like a freaking online scam IRL.
No.
You fell for it consensually.
Also, I quote, at the beginning of each season, they basically say, if you don't want to continue, you were allowed to go. Because you had to sign a bunch of forms.
Exactly.
It's their fault!
Yes, it's not the world's fault, it's theirs. The world is not that, the world is exactly like ours. It's the people in the show that are just so, like, greedy. Granted, if they leave, it's not like they have much to do, but it's like, you either go and try to make your life better on your own, or you die. That's the choice that you made.
Game, but one of the main themes throughout this video is the fact that I discussed that
me personally, I know I don't have plot armor, so I'm not gonna risk it.
On the line here. I'm not putting my life
out because I bring my own
some stupid ass games. Wow. And hypothetically, if I was in Squid Game, right after the first vote, I would be gone because I'm not doing that. And I would happily play the game where they recruit you for a free 10 bands and then just leave. Like, I don't care how much money is in that pot. I'm not putting my life on the line for it. And in order to win the games, I'd have to slime people out and shit and just like their death would be on my hands. Nah, we're not doing that either.
Oh no,
if I won the games, then I would just live in guilt.
Wait. There was Principal Shepard from Family Guy. Basically, like there was a cutscene of him wearing the suit and him entering the van with a red hood, and it's like, you guys are right. Killing a bunch of random people sure beats paying off my credit card bill.
Anything I want in the world. Like, I could get a mansion with a goddamn private chef. I would still not be happy with my choice. So I would not be playing in the games to begin with. The Stranger Things universe.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm not dealing with Demogorgons, okay? I'm telling you this right. Have you seen Stranger Things?
No, but I have no other concept of that town.
I am not staying in no world that has an upside down. I'm not staying in a world where I could be going to sleep and like my wall will be moving because something on the other side is trying to pull its way through to me. I'm not doing it. And the thing is, there was this whole thing, right, in the show where this dude was mind controlling people to come to its basement to literally drain their bodies dry. And I'm not kidding. He would take their flesh and bodies and manipulate them to coming down there with no free will.
Shit?
Yes. That's what the world they live in is, but worse. It's worse than the world with Pennywise. Think about that.
That's a low bar.
Yes, it's way worse than the world with Pennywise. It's worse than Gotham. Let's be so for real. Because in Gotham, at least has people that can be beat by Batman. In freaking this world, they have things beyond just fighting with martial arts and whatever the heck you got in that Batman mystery. That cave, bro. It's outer-worldly. You got dudes with telekinesis that can bring you to hell itself just to take your flesh and bones for his own purpose. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
This is where shit starts to get bad. Because imagine if you were 11 and you were being hunted by all these people who just want to use your powers for their own gain. And then also, in the process, you gotta fight these monsters from another dimension that just spawn in, it seems to be 24/7, that are just trying to eat people. And if you were in the perspective of her friends or just some random ass civilian, you gotta fight these monsters without any powers, bro. Like, how is that even fair, bro? Like, I don't even think
no one has powers but the main character. Mind you, this takes place back in like the freaking 70s. They don't have the advanced technology enough to do stuff like this. And even then, we're still lacking in technology today to even fight any of this stuff.
No, it's called a nuke.
That won't work. It won't work. They keep coming back. And the thing is, they can't send nukes down there because canonically, you cannot reach that world unless you find the most deepest crack in the core. And none of them are big enough to send a nuke through. None of them.
Well, no, it's called an active. No, it's called, we get a human sacrifice. We basically, like, put them in a backpack with a bunch of uranium and a detonator, and they go full sprinting.
And also, I want to tell you this right now. Some of these things don't. That big thing you saw earlier.
These monsters without.
That thing doesn't have a physical form. It doesn't have. It does not have a physical form. It's made of like molecules or whatever. That thing doesn't have a body to blow up with a nuke.
What is that monster?
It's called I think like a flare. It's like D&D type of name.
Is it the ruler of the dimension?
It's like a mind flare or something from D&D. That's what they call it.
Wait, is it the creator or like owner of the Upside Down?
A D&D dude?
No, that's the
No.
thing.
No, that's not the creator. It's one of the animals that lives there.
Oh yeah, no, fuck that, nope.
Yes.
Any powers,
That's not
bro.
the ruler.
Like, how is
That's
that
a
even fair,
random
bro? Like, I don't
being
even
that
think
just
the ref
exists
is
there.
here at this point. The ref took a vacation to goddamn East Guam, bro, because that is just hella unfair. Like, fighting monsters from another dimension, I mean, it sounds cool on paper, but then you
No,
think
it
about
doesn't.
actually doing it, and there's no way you'd want to do that shit, especially if you had no powers. That shit would just be horrifying. The Five Nights at Freddy's universe. Imagine you
Just don't work at the pizza place!
To this day, I'll never really understand why the kids are eating people. Because it's like, why would they not try to find their families and explain, like, hey, it's me, mom. Remember when I got kidnapped? This is what happened to me.
I think it's mainly the fact that like they become so possessed that the animatronics take over, and it's like, oh, you must be part of an animatronic, and they basically force you into the animatronic, and end up killing you.
Do you know FNAF lore?
No.
Okay, so for someone please tell us down below, is there a canonical reason why they're killing people? Or are they just doing it just because? I mean, you could easily say like it's out of revenge for like the society that wronged them, but it just doesn't make sense. There's still little kid souls in there.
just see a job in the newspaper working as a security guard at a goddamn pizza restaurant. You'd be like,
Yes.
nah, this is cakewalk. Easiest job in the world. And then the
Foxy
moment you
comes
get
after
there, you
you.
realize all the animatronics are moving and you gotta somehow survive until 6 in the morning. And I don't know what's up with the flashlight battery, but for whatever reason, it's always garbage. In every game, it just dies so fast. I don't know if I'd even be able to
That
survive
freaking
until
1950s
6 in the
battery
morning,
life, bro.
especially if it was like night 7. And not only that, the second game would probably be a lot harder to survive because you gotta worry about twice the amount of animatronics and some stupid ass music box. But just the whole idea of this game in general is just very creepy because if you lose, you will dead ass be stuffed in an animatronic suit yourself. Yeah, I'm cool off all that, bro, and I think everybody can agree, like, nobody wants to go here. And the fact that they're also paying you $4.
When I saw this number for the first time in my life, I actually almost crashed out. I'm not gonna lie. $120.50 for FNAF. I honestly almost crashed out on camera when I watched that video explaining this. There's no way you see this paycheck and go back for round 2.
No, I'm like, fuck y'all, I'm out.
And has the nerve to say employee of the month. It has the nerve to say employee of the month on the check. If you don't off right now
is diabolical. You really think I'm risking my life for $4 an hour? Yeah, you're insane, bro. Like, I'm dead ass better off opening up a lemonade stand in my neighborhood than doing that shit. Like, are we serious? Crystal Lake in Friday the 13th. The campsite itself just looks super creepy to begin with.
Not
so
really.
I mean, people going there in the first place.
Like, look at this. It's not a creepy campsite. This looks like a pretty like chill place. Like, look at this real quick. It's not even that bad. Like, I will actually like if my school trip was there for a week and like I saw this, was like, oh, it's not that bad. Pretty mundane looking place. Nothing too creepy. It's really just freaking Jason Voorhees that makes this place dangerous at all.
No, literally, it's just called don't go to the haunted camp.
Or don't smash in the woods like freaks.
Or just don't go anywhere near it.
Yeah.
to begin with. So, I mean, people going there in the first place is already a terrible idea. But people decide to camp there for whatever reason. They'll go to sleep at night knowing that there's an urban legend about a guy named Jason with a hockey mask and a chainsaw that could possibly live in the lake right across from me. Just no big deal, guys. It's just all fake. You know, we don't gotta worry about it. But nah, that is insane, bro. If you are on this campground, you gotta constantly be looking over your shoulder because Jason drowned in the campground due to neglectful camp counselors, and now he wants revenge. Like, if I heard that, I am never going to this campsite, and I'm packing my bags if I'm anywhere near it, and I'm moving away because I want nothing to do with that. I don't want to just wake up with some dude in a hockey mask standing with a chainsaw right above me. The 2017 game for the Xbox, that was scary enough. As in you and me, we do not need an IRL version of that. The Courage the Cowardly Dog universe.
No. I haven't. Listen, this comes from a person that's never seen Courage the Cowardly Dog. No. Absolutely not. I'm sorry.
Imagine living on a farm in the middle of nowhere. No civilization. You're just with an elderly couple and a pink beagle. Like, that is a crazy ass universe to live in. Like, seeing the Return to Slab episode, that was enough for me to not want to ever even think about living there. And it just seems like within every single episode, the monsters just get even more bizarre. And nobody is there to help. You're in the middle of nowhere. And I guess wherever it is that they live, it's somewhere in Kansas. So a lot of times they had to deal with that shit on their own because they were in the middle of a desert.
All they had to help them was like a computer.
Once in a blue moon when I was a kid. Like, I deadass had to just turn away when I'd watch these episodes. It barely aired because they were busy airing like Teen Titans Go all day or something. That really was the average day on Cartoon Network. But yeah, these monsters were just creepy as hell. Like, look at this thing. All right, just quick jump scare warning. Like, what?
This looks like the old models they would use for Pixar movies.
No, that looks like the face of the white spider. I don't know what show it's from.
It looks like a render for something. No, wait. Do you know what like Hermie the Caterpillar is? If you don't understand, it's like a VeggieTales situation where it's like they take like little things. Yeah, but anyway, like Hermie the Caterpillar, whatever it was like some like it was like a Christian like bug little cartoon. This looks like one of the things that was in that show. Like it's not finished being rendered.
The fuck is this? If I was faced with that abomination in real life, I don't know what the hell I would do. I would just accept that it's over and just accept my fate right in that moment. And the universe I would hate to live in the most, that I would definitely be dead in, is the Bird Box universe. I don't even gotta explain why this is.
What happened in this?
Like, you can't even look anywhere. Because if you do, you will see some random ass entity that will cause you to die in GTA. So pretty much, you gotta always wear a blindfold. And it's just necessary for survival. You cannot survive without it. Accidentally falls off, you're done. Doesn't matter. And the main character, Mallory, had to protect her children while trying to deal with being blindfolded and all this other shit. Like, that's just crazy.
I think they were going to go with a quiet place.
You won't even be able to see it. So you really don't even know what you're hiding.
Just as bad.
This entity is never really shown in the movie at all. But yeah, that's gotta be the worst one by
biggest ops in cartoons is actually hilarious. Who is this guy on the far left? Is this like a Clarence villain?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say you probably know what that is. I'm pretty sure you've seen Clarence before, haven't you?
I've seen maybe one episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Clarence seems like something you probably would watch as a kid. Like
I actually take that as an insult.
You look like you binge watch Clarence. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry. You have that look. I'm sorry.
Wait, fine.
Oh no, he's doing it again. I feel like you've done this in every recording today. Anyway, we're just gonna.
Yeah, because I just recently learned I could actually do it.
Okay, I guess that was it for this one, bro. Hope you have a good day and God bless.